Computer. Hey everyone. I see some really friendly faces that I love, and I'm sure more people will be coming in today. I'm excited about today. We are going to do our normal income producing activities. If you guys want to maximize the time while I am talking, I'm going to share some slides from Boss Babe. She is a social media person that teaches on that, like that's her niche is social media and the algorithm changes and how to build a following. And I follow a few of these people. She's a very good one. And I came across this last week. And so I'm going to share slides, but why don't you open up your stories and just let them run through? You can choose Instagram or Facebook and just open it up, and you don't like set the phone. I'm going to set my phone aside after turning it on silent. Okay, so I'm going to open up my phone. Everything we're going to be doing today, you guys know I will be doing as well. So our normal activity every Thursday is we post together and we kind of go through I sprinkle in new things each week. But this week's a little more in depth, and I wanted to share slides. So we will work through those things after the first few minutes here. Just wanted to educate you a little bit on some of the changes that the algorithm has made. So I'm going to I'm going to do Instagram. And I did want to tell you guys also, I got put in Instagram jail again. You guys already know I was in Instagram jail for two little posts that I did that weren't even like selling. Like I was just talking about GHKCU, and it was a cute little meme reel that was like literally 5 seconds long. And so I got a message because my account's already flagged. I got a message Monday that I'm in jail again, and they've pushed out my sentence. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, look, I can't even get into the account right now. So I'm going to do Facebook today. So open up Facebook, just let your stories like run through, and we'll just set that aside because remember, before we're posting, we want to show that we are engaging. We want to show that we're not just on there to post in our stories, to post on our page, but we're actually engaging. So there's a whole formula to this. And that is what we do on Thursdays. But today I'm going to share some slides. So I'm going to go to screen share. Here we go. I'm allowing it, my desktop. All right, so I'm going to minimize this. I had it set up. Move this out of the way. See if I can click on it underneath. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go through. Follow this chick. She's awesome. Okay, bossbabe.inc. I would follow her. Let me move this little thing out of the way. So here's the new Instagram updates that you need to know. These were dropped by the CEO of some major changes. I will also get rid of this. How do I get rid of that? Can you guys see that bottom bar or no? Okay, I'm just going to take it as a no. Follow her. If you want to find this post, go and find it on her page or message me, DM me, and I'll send you the direct link to it to her page, or take pictures on your phone of my screen. All right. Why isn't it switching? Technical difficulties. Sorry. Okay.
Down in a sec, baby.
Hide video panel. That's what I want to do. There we go. I got it. Okay. So Adam Mosseri is the CEO. You can now see your algorithm. I'm going to show you how to get there. Okay. You can now see exactly what the algorithm is thinking that you want to watch. I've talked about this before, and you can, before it was going through your interested, not interested page. So when you go to your search bar on Instagram, all these reels pop up and you can tap on each of them and click interested or not interested. Well, now they have it underneath of the reels tab. Okay. You go to the top right, there's like these little hearts at the top right. You click on the icon and then it pops up the Instagram videos that you have saved as inspiration for your feed. So I went on and did this and adjusted. So the Reels tab, just so you guys know, is at the bottom you have the house, and then you have the triangle inside of a square. Click on that. That's the Reels tab. Now on the top right, there's these two little hearts with a line in each direction. Tap on that if you guys want to do it while we're talking. So mine says, this is on my personal page because I can't get into the Vanessa Joy. Lately, you've been into skiing, fitness, inspiration, and Japanese spits dog off. Okay, I can't even. I can go in now and add what I want to see more of. So I did adjust this on the Vanessa Joy. So if you're looking at certain things on your Instagram, like this is why I recommended last week that you have multiple pages. So my personal, when I'm looking at different things in my personal, I make sure that I do it on there so it doesn't confuse my algorithm on the Vanessa Joy. So I recommend that you go on there and kind of tweak it. They're suggesting that you do this, and I think they're going to say it in this next slide. They're suggesting that you do this what is this doing that? Every quarter. But I'm suggesting that you do it every month, especially if you just have that one Instagram account. So Instagram changed how views work. Previously, you could view, it would be counted within seconds when someone quickly scrolled past your reel. Well, now they're placing more weight on intentional viewing behavior. And these are the ways that it's affecting you. So someone actually pauses on your reel and they watch longer instead of scrolling past. They engage, likes, shares, comments. This is why it is a good thing. And I'll get into this in the next slide on what type of posts are important. You want to give direction, right? We're just so used to being told what to do. Sometimes it takes, I think it used to be like 8 to 10. Now I think it's like 17 or 18 times someone needs to hear the same thing. So having a direct instruction will help the likes, like say, hey, like, share, comment here. That's why it's good to put something on there like, hey, comment, fill in the blank. Even if you don't have a CRM tool, it's still good to say, hey, comment with your perspective. That's just a little tip. So the takeaway, quality attention matters more than quick impressions. So you just don't want a heart. If your views dropped recently, this is probably why. I actually have a couple of brand partners that have noticed that their views have dropped. So making this adjustment is important. So here's the most important part that people miss. If your content is getting likes but not saves, Instagram thinks it's entertaining but not valuable. So saves equal value, value equals distribution. So when you're making a reel, one of the tips is to say, hey, save this reel or share it with someone you know, but also make sure that your content is something that is adding value to someone, like tips, tricks. And then I am going to sprinkle this in here because I had a conversation with Blair today about me getting in trouble again. And I don't know what to do. So basically, Instagram went in and went through all of my highlight tabs so that it wasn't even my post. So I've made sure to not share any LEMD products or any of that information. I'm just creating interesting content that people would be interested in or spars up inspiration. Blair said I should go in and basically delete everything that is talking specifically about like selling the product. So I thought I had done this, but I need to do it in my highlight tabs. Um, and then you're giving curiosity posts, like you're working out, you're sharing, hey, I used to do this. I tried so hard, but then I have this tool that I started to use, and now everything's changed. DM me if you want to learn more. That was one of the tips that Blair said. So then in your conversation with them, you can share a little bit more, because right now the bots are searching everything. I'm curious if that's going to even start happening in stories, because I sell in stories and I do share pictures of the product and I do talk about the product. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens here in this next stage. I will say, RFK was on a post. If you want to see it, DM me, and I will send it to you. Do it through Facebook Messenger. I don't know what's going on with the Vanessa Joy on Instagram. I'll send it to you, but basically it was like, hey, what are your thoughts on influencers selling peptides on social media? And my jaw dropped. So we do need to make these tweaks. All right. Talking head reels are taking over. So it doesn't need to be staged. This is basically what this slide is. It doesn't have to be the perfect environment. You can literally be sitting in your car and talking. Creators are ditching heavy editing and speaking directly to the camera with a strong hook. This feels authentic, it builds authority, and it keeps watch time high because they're into what you're saying. So Mosseri confirmed the algorithm is rewarding content that feels human and unpolished. Series content is the growth hack. So creators who turn to one idea, they turn one topic into multiple reels or even carousels. That's what's growing fast right now. Series content trains the algorithm to push your content and return viewers. Examples: what is that? Day one, that's a one, of testing habits that changed my business. Instagram myth, creator still believe, part three. So weekly real ideas you can steal. So day one is basically suggesting, hey, there's more days coming. I'm gonna take a listen more. When people come back for the next episode, Instagram notices. So this return signal is gold. It's bonus points with the algorithm. Hidden features you're probably missing. Instagram quietly rolled out updates most people have not noticed. So there's new labels on content. There's sorting your activity, and just take pictures of this because I do want to blow through these a little bit quicker. It's already been 10 minutes. Each edit app inspiration tabs. Each reel now has performance labels. You can see what's going on. I even shared the app Reel Trends previously, where you can actually make your reel, or even how Tracy was saying last or 2 weeks ago, or even last week, you said it too, Tracy, where you're taking your old reels and putting them into Reel Trends, which is an app in the App Store. It's amazing. You submit it, their AI goes and analyzes it, and it gives you like a score, like 1 out of 10 on all of the different elements of your app or of your reel, and then you can choose to remake the reel or make the edits. Let's move on. So there is no ideal number of carousel slides. So it's not like, okay, I think before, my social media person that helps me was saying like 5 to 6 slides per carousel. It doesn't matter. Now I'm seeing more people with like 2 or 3. It's just how engaging those carousel slides are. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Hashtags are done. They are not a growth hack for reach. Now the captions are your new SEO. So you want to have your keywords for your niche in your caption. You can either write it into what you're sharing. I've been testing out having my niche SEO words underneath of my caption, and I'm that's still out for review. All right, so
Vanessa, can I ask one quick question? So, like,
totally.
just to clarify on that. So, does that
Yeah.
mean if I was going to put hashtag purpose, hashtag fulfillment, hashtag personal growth, that instead of doing a hashtag, it's going to be more important for me to do something that says the real reason you're not feeling purpose fulfilled life is. So, I'm putting it more in that than in the hashtag.
Use that hashtag word inside of your caption.
Okay.
That's but so I'm testing out the difference between the two, or making a line underneath of my caption and just writing my SEO words underneath instead of but I'm still out for review on that. So for now, I would just follow what she's saying and test it out. Like, I mean, really, they even put a cap on how many hashtags we can put now. I think what did we say? 5 last week? I think 5 is the max hashtags we can use. So that's kind of, hashtags are dead. And that makes me think of the Jimmy Fallon, that reel that him and Justin Timberlake, hashtag. I mean, what was that, like 20 years ago? Yeah, hashtags are probably dying off. Okay. Wait, did I skip one? Yes. Okay. So if you want growth, focus on this. 60% talking head authority content. Your expertise, on camera, strong hooks. This may stretch some of us. Stretches me, because I like to post pictures or reels of me doing something, but like literally posting on, not in my stories, me talking, but on my page, right? On the camera talking. So stretch yourself, practice, in front of the camera, write out a script, have some bullet points that you want to talk about. Start to grow yourself in this area. 20% relatable POV content. So behind the scenes, day in a life of, real moments. 20% quick educational tips. This was one of the things that Blair was telling me I should, be doing. Like I'm really into holistic and natural health. I make green juice. I was doing this before, but I kind of, when I got with LEMD, I kind of was going more in the direction of just peptides and the changes that I've experienced. I need to go back to making reels about my core belief on holistic health. That's my niche. So what is your niche? Again, I always say it, go work with ChatGPT and talk through your story, speak it out, like just completely talk it out. There is a button on ChatGPT where you're not texting, but you're actually having a conversation. It's the 4 lines. Talk to your ChatGPT and just have a conversation, and figure out what your niche is. And then even say, hey, this is my niche. What are my SEO words I should be putting in my captions? Okay, the bottom line is that Instagram is getting smarter, rewarding creators that are getting more real, like authentic, not perfect, vulnerable, retention over reach, conversations, DM over vanity metrics. Remember, I talked about this last week. Your likes, your amount of followers you have, those are vanity metrics. Those don't matter. Engage with the followers and the community that you do have. Series over one-off posts, keywords over hashtags. The creators standing out in 2026 are the most consistent, trustworthy, and real. I love that. So here's how to stay ahead. This is what I was referencing earlier. She was saying to audit your profile every quarter, but I would go in every month and just kind of tweak some of those features, like the interested, not interested on the reels, that top right button with the 2 hearts I added. Those are like little fine tuning things. If you're shopping on Instagram, they're going to start recommending shoes because you were looking at a pair of shoes. So go in and make sure, or even if that ad keeps popping up, go to the top right, three buttons and click on not interested. So that that's not, you know, they're not going to be pushing you out to other people looking for shoes. Uncover hidden growth opportunities. So I would go on and follow her. If you want to learn more from her, she has an audit tool. I'm going to minimize this and then we're going to go back to where we were. We're going to go back. Where's my Zoom? Oh no. Did I cut us off? Where are we? There we go. Okay, we're still here. Hi. Stop screen sharing. Okay. So does anyone have any comments or questions about that? Tracy, did you? Were you-
Yeah, so I'm hearing a lot about trial reels. And I actually was on another, I was listening to, I don't even remember who it was now, but they were talking about go into your Instagram, find your trial reels and find your top 3 and redo those. I don't know how to do that. I know I turned on a setting that said, but I don't know what I'm doing at all in that space.
Okay.
And yet,
Let me find it.
okay.
Let me find it real quick. Yeah, that feature has been there since last year,
I
Vanessa.
don't know what I'm
So the top right, the 3 lines.
Okay.
I think under insights.
All
Yeah,
right.
under insights, click on insights. Now
Got it.
that's going to show you your viewers, your interactions, new followers, and content you shared. Okay, go down more. The 4th one under
Okay.
trial reels.
Got it.
So that's where you create it and see how the algorithm likes it.
Okay. So does yours have, because right now, maybe because I haven't done them, does yours then show you your top
Yeah.
performing? Okay.
I have
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
I have one there. And so if I click to that, and then let me show you. So
Before it gets better, says who?
So I'm going to click on that.
Okay.
And then underneath, see more. Bummer. Why did it showed, trial insights on the bottom right. So it's going to show me how many likes. That one
Okay.
didn't do so great. Not so many views. So I'm not going to click on share to everyone. I'm going to click on view more insights. And then it's going to give me more things to look at, numbers, skip rate. Wow, this one had 90% skip rate. Maybe I should make
so
some
what?
edits.
So one other question, are you going in, so are you going in there to create your trial reel? You can't just do it from your main reel site?
No, I think you need to go in there to create it.
Or to do it? Okay.
I'm going to interrupt there if
Create.
that's okay. You
Yeah.
can do it just when you go to create it. You have the option when you go to post it. If you slide down, you can choose to post it as a
Yes,
trial.
I have seen that under there.
Yes.
I
Okay.
have seen that there. Thank
Okay,
you.
great.
Thank you, Kendra. You're awesome. Okay, so now stories has been running. Let's go in and interact. Let's give a few emojis to stories. Now, remember, we're doing this. This is the sandwich. I like to call it engagement, post, engagement. You want to engage more so that the algorithm knows. Actually, let's go to Facebook first. Sorry, I always start with Facebook. Let's just do a couple of minutes. Go open up Facebook and go to your community. Go to birthday messages, like whose birthday is it? You can write on their wall, but we just saw getting in the DMs is like extra points. So send them a birthday DM. Then you're pulling them. Everything we're doing, I want you to step outside of like your normal people that you talk to and bring in new people that you haven't spoken to. Be strategic, get in their DMs. That's going to bring them into your page, at least for the next week or so. And then they'll see what content you're pushing out. So I'm I'm going to go to my messages, and there's the automatic responses, or even stretch yourself a little more and leave like a voice memo saying happy birthday. But there's like people that I don't, so let's do that. Do this while I'm talking. There's like people that I don't know. So earlier this week, I was sending a bunch of messages. I don't know how I connected with them. And I said happy birthday, and they were like, oh, thank you so much. And I was like, hey, how did we connect? I don't know. And it's like having a back and forth conversation. Well, it's so great to connect with you here. I hope you have a great birthday week. All right. So let's do that for a couple minutes. And remember, I'm working my business with you. So if I'm silent, that's why. I'm doing everything I'm telling you to do. Okay. I'm caught up. Are you guys caught up? Even go in and do the belated messages. Yeah, I'm caught up. So now let's go into stories. I think Tracy shared last week, she does 4 stories, right? 4, Tracy? 4 stories every day, and hers have like a theme. Her food, her view outside. What were the other ones?
Yeah, it just makes it so easy to not think about it. So I always do the view of the ocean. I always do my Bernedoodle. I always do a thought of the day. And I always do pillow talk time at night. And it makes it easy to do a series that way as well, to do day 1 of. And it just makes it like easy not having to think about it. Some days I do a fit of the day, but just having those repeat ones,
Yeah.
makes it so much easier, at least for me.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. My one consistency, those of you that are connected with me on social, on all of my pages, Friday funnies. Every Friday, I post funnies. When LEMD actually brought in a social media person, and also remember, as I'm talking, like continue to engage, go back to stories, and engage and leave like emojis and stories as I'm talking, or start creating your own stories for the day. So LEMD had brought in someone, and I think this was which product launch? I think it was Tesamorelin, Ipamorelin product launch. And the way that she taught it was to have a structure like on Mondays, you talk about the pain point. On Tuesdays, you talk about the tools or what helped you. On Wednesdays, it was educating about tesamorelin, ipamorelin. And then on Thursdays, maybe other people's testimonies, and then you let your stories completely drop. Now, I did read something else about this week, that you should allow at least once a week for your stories to go blank, because it resets the algorithm. So then on Friday, you come in and you sell. On Fridays, I talk about funny things. So that I'm obviously not doing that format, but that's another option that you can do in stories. So let's take a couple minutes and engage in stories. If you have not already posted in stories, maybe think of 2 or 3 slides that you can post in stories. And when you're done with that, go and engage, leave emojis, leave a meaningful comment in their stories. The emojis are great, but I also like to say something, because that's also bonus points, brownie points with the algorithm. So I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to give us 5 minutes in stories, or actually till 1:05. Give us 3 minutes. So I'm going to take this opportunity, this last minute, to talk about connecting. There's people that do different things. They connect their Instagram stories to Facebook, and just connect even their posting to Facebook. My personal opinion is that my community is different on Facebook, and I don't, if I'm making a carousel that's like 6 slides and I connect that to my Facebook, like the way that it looks on the page, it's like small pictures. So I will take like my main carousel post and I will transfer it and rewrite the caption so it's more longer form, more communicating. You can go a little bit longer on Facebook, in my opinion. That's how I do it, but there's different schools of thought on how you want to do that. So it's 1:05. Have you guys posted yet today? If you have, go and engage. We're going to post. So I want to challenge you guys to take what I taught about at the beginning of this. Maybe do a talking head reel. And or go to your chat GPT, get some ideas on a good hook. Gosh, it's almost spring break. So maybe something like, wow, last summer I felt XYZ when I was on my spring break with my kids in my bikini or in my bathing suit at the beach. I'm so grateful this year. I'm feeling more comfortable. Again, remember, I wouldn't be so forward in selling. I got put in jail again. And so let's be cautious of like the words that we're using because the bots are out and they're aggressive. So there's that. If you have already posted, maybe work on your post for tomorrow. I don't know how many people go ahead of time and do their content creation on the weekends, but go and engage with any people that have commented. Because we're speeding through this, I'm gonna give us like a good five minutes to go and post. Normally it's 10 and we kind of will talk through if anyone has any questions. And remember, at any time, this is like interactive. Come off of mute and ask any questions that you may have as we're working through. I'm going to go on mute. I'm going to start the timer for 5 minutes. And then we will go to the other part, the posting protocol. All right. Has everyone posted? Give me a heart if you've posted in the react button. We can move on, or if you're still engaging. Okay. Thank you, Kathy. Yay. Thank you, Kendra. Okay. So now the next part, and this is important. It's let's go on to 3-2-1s. So 3-2-1s are something that I like to do every day. If I'm just scrolling and connecting with people, I go on to my ideal client or my ideal recruit and I engage on their page. On 3 posts, you give an emoji. On 2 of the posts, you leave a meaningful comment. On 1 story, or you can just get directly when you comment in stories. If you guys don't know, that automatically goes into the DMs. So you can leave a message, you can leave a note or connect with them. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Again, if you're recruiting, there's different schools of thought on connecting with people for like your ideal brand partner, people that you want to engage with. Just get in their DMs and just start engaging with them. You're a real person. You're not just out like to get a sale. Like this is showing the algorithm and the human behind the photos, the profile, that you're really having an authentic connection. So let's do that for 5 minutes. Again, this is something if I'm doom scrolling or I'm waiting for my kids at hockey practice, I'll just do 3-2-1s and just start engaging with different people that aren't my LEMD people. And this shows the algorithm that you're a giver and you're not just a taker. So let's do that for let's do it to 120. And then you can also, while you're doing that, go into your ideal niche, like someone that's huge in your niche. Go into their account too. Maybe like a peptide doctor, start engaging in the comments, read what other people are saying, like other people's comments. These are all great things that you can sprinkle into your daily income producing activities. I would challenge you to decide how much time you can give to this. Put it in your calendar, 20 minutes every day, engage and put a reminder so that you're engaging 30 minutes, an hour. Some people do, but it's that consistency of engaging with other people that will really reap the rewards of your business. So I'm going to go on mute. All right. So the last few minutes here, I don't know how many of you are brand new to this. I know some of you have been doing this for a while, but one of the things we always like to share in here is like some things you should be thinking about at this time of the month. So what? How many days do we have left of the month? The 31st is on Tuesday. So I want to challenge you to do some reach outs today. Now we have this new feature. When you log into your back office, I don't know if I log in every day, just a little thing. I log in every day. I want to see where my numbers are at, how my brand partners are doing, any benchmarks. Now this new window pops up and it tells you for like new leads, new sales, customer orders that came in. Amazing new feature. Go in your back office today. If there's leads that you have not connected with, connect with them. Look at your brand partners. I don't know how many of you have big teams or people under you. If you do, look and see where they're at. How far are they from their next rank? How far are they from 500 PV, 1000 PV, and 2500 PV and 5000 PV? It could literally be the difference of like 1 or 2 sales that could bump them from 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, and then up to 40. So connect with them. Let them know how far they are from the next rank. If you don't have a team, go in and check your numbers. Reach out to your team lead, whoever signed you up or whoever you connect with, kind of look at as a mentor, and reach out to them and say, hey, I'm XYZ away from this next rank. Do you have any ideas for the next few days? They will love that. It shows that you're a runner. It shows that you want this. And I know that my team lead's amazing. And I can do this at any time, and she will help me brainstorm and come up with creative ways that maybe I'm not thinking about. This will also help you to learn for when you do have a team, or if you do have a team, still go to your team lead with where you're at. And that helps. It helps me every time I have communication with my team lead. I am taking notes and learning, not just for how I can grow my business, but for how I can help others that are in that situation in the future. So challenge you to do that. And then go and find out, send the invite. So I used to do this on Mondays. So like my calendar of what I suggest is like still off. I'm getting used to the Thursday thing, but tonight's Thursday, educational Zoom. Go find out who it is, go to the LEMD brand partner page or go into Team Joy, find the link, get this screenshot, the invitation, and send it. I mean, I want to challenge you. Go send it to 20 people. Like, hey, I think we're talking about DSIP tonight. I do this every Thursday, and you're welcome to come anytime. I love it. And I try to mix it up. So I'm trying to like give new hacks, tips, and tricks. And then it's actually very open. Like Kathy and I, sometimes it's just her, myself, and Michelle, and we'll just come off mic and like talk through and do it together and brainstorm. So I love the open dialogue. I would love to have you guys on for sure. So go share tonight, because I think that they're going to be educating on DSIP tonight, the new product that they launched, and I definitely want to be on. I don't know a ton about this, and so anyone you know that maybe struggles with hormonal disruption in their sleep, this would be a great opportunity to send that to them. If they cannot get on, send the recording once it hits. So on Fridays, sometimes it's later in the day. I think sometimes it's Saturday. Find the recording and say, hey, no problem, you can't hop on. I'm going to send you the recording. I thought of you when this product launched because people are having so many amazing results with it. It really is a game changer. I woke up like 3 times last night and I was like, I need to order this DSIP stuff and give it a test. So, we have just a few more minutes. So if anyone has any questions, you can come off mic. Anyone has anything else they want to contribute, this is your open platform. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Okay. I love you guys. Connect with me on Instagram or Facebook. Vanessa Joy. I love you guys. I love Team Joy. I'm like one of the biggest cheerleaders and would love to connect with you guys more. If there's any questions that come up along the week, message me. I don't care if you're not in my downline. Doesn't matter. You're on Team Joy and I love Team Joy. So love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Bye.